Baseball. Sports are managing power. But baseball is the same Ghana.
I think so. Nanya, but Cecilia Nyamiadum say Asati Pijana Hoka. Nenkoye. That's the word. Nenkoye. Because
it's a neighbor pa. I'm sport a neighbor pa.
I'm not surprised how can Nipa be they don't know about Shama. I'm surprised.
But you're trained by Mike.
Nipa be now I can say more baseball. And I mean once a money about me about baseball.
Yeah.
So is I need to say only baseball at least.
Yeah.
Only said that.
You already set 4 stones means and 9. There are 4 corners. Now Wajina Bakosuna the 2 bone more no boom. Then you run around the 4 corners of it.
Perfect.
And you doing tennis of our terrible now.
Perfect.
No, it means that
home run. It's called home run. Yes, it's basis.
Yeah. That's the basic ones. Will you be through into what small amount?
Sa. I'm going to be back here.
But a game of Ghana for the June. Any boy didn't say.
No ball and yet day. But it been TSNT. This year in the stage of awareness, creating awareness. Maybe take over, and that's what I say. So one of the things I say in the household name. Now will be to me a TSA because on TBB say and you don't the zeal, the energy, the interest in the horse, my ball and as a say. But baseball is a very fantastic. All copy to say Japan, America, and Korea, and say Chinese type in as it's a very wonderful game. I'm for Nigeria. Baseball no there. Say mo there, I'm not do my nipa mpanyifu kakra media kan ho aye ko yinim there. Ma ye ko yinim kakra but juma wo pebre.
Oba pese Ghana for nkola mebunu be engage in the sports. Ama omani agye ho. Is that a vision, is that an end goal?
Yes, so kindly your 10-year development plan.
Okay.
It starts from the age of 8 thereabout. Now the problem is you need facilities. So we normally use football field of schools and other communities. But there's a new game that the world body has introduced called Baseball 5. Ball under 18 or Kipos Ghana win NFL go there because World Cup so that makes it easier and then for everybody to be able to play. So basically more company can wait to me set it up and start playing. So it's called the urban version of baseball. That will help us create awareness, introduce the game, the interest to people as well. So at least playing baseball is easier because you know how to move around the bases. You understand the concept of the game itself. And it will move faster than what, because baseball, equipment wise, facility, getting a backstop, getting your bases, getting your bats and kits, sometimes it's a bit challenging. Yes.
And so to play the professional one, we have bats.
Yes.
We have the protective uniform.
Yes. That is called a baseball itself.
Baseball,
I say yes.
And in legend, going to be
Yes.
Talking about infrastructure, who can imagine because growing up, there used to be a big field of Community 7.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Are you?
And I'm never been in Hosa because they told me even there was a sale about the couple, we still have to complete the whole project. And sometimes I think so. You need to own it. I start buying for it to be like a national field for the federation. So they'll be out in the DB. So they are doing others. So we're going to engage government. I've started engaging the Ministry of the National Sports Authority already on that. They need to own it, and we could help in managing some of these facilities. But we don't have anything apart from Laboni Secondary School. Japanese for MI grant to fix, but it's not to the best of state to even play any professional game on.
Tomadiano, my serious one because me can't say COVID by no me market be common.
And so you market in the back.
Yes, I'm not sure the field net. No, net in the crowd.
No.
That's the net. No,
it's all about the amount for amount for chicha at the year. Yes, I'm going to scrap.
Yeah, the video yes,
exactly. So I do now with Ninkonwa. That's what happens because the truth is sometimes you don't own it. You can ball game poor, just a football for a ball, no answer wait to me about baseball.
Yeah. So in terms of you also a 10-year development plan, but
yes.
Then I'm in terms of the actionables, for the communities to engage in it, for even churches and for instance, even some sporting disciplines to adopt it.
Yes.
As maybe a second sport, another sport, or be a bit on a regular.
Okay, so mostly what we're doing right now is build the team first because all call out all out now. People, the interest becomes high now. Waiting to me and Yanipa as a team to work on the people. It becomes a challenge to say, you build a team around the country, say your central region or eastern region, and there there's a team on this way to the central region to train the PE teachers to be able to go out because, like you said, funding is very, very expensive. Or call churches in Musana, you need to train. If there's a support department that you can train those people in charge. And it's also about training people to go and train. Now everybody's expecting some pay because so you need to be very tactful about this. May I get it? Nipa like PE teachers in the so. You per se schools no. You per se churches. Like I'm glad you mentioned churches anymore. We have that in mind. Well, but you will need enough people to be able to understand the game. Yes, exactly.
And commit to it.
Exactly.
Exactly. Not about the financial return.
Exactly. And enough trainers. Go for a bit to make training for. People call them coaches, but we say trainers because to become a coach, you need to really get all the certifications. So we call them trainers who can start the basics with people. Because you need a lot of people to be training people. Just like football, you have a lot of coaches around. Until Ubia to me picking collab say no training anymore. But in this case, we need to train people to train people.
Because more development that's the
exactly.
You need to go all out.
Exactly. So that's the main. Maybe I'll share with you the document. We've captured the whole system regions and how we're going to go in segments. But the first phase is to get a regional representative. Regional representation, then we can move on to other things because Oyo Accra, you're limited. In other cases elsewhere, most of them here, until the Central Region team, which is the administrative part, and then we have the Eastern Region as well. We are looking at going to the Northern Region, going to Tamale itself. So we are in talks with a few people, and we just don't just go select people, appoint people just by we intend to get people who can, in a way, support the federation's activities in the region. Yes.
And you share the laws of the game. You share more structure. So the BTA.
Okay.
Or BTA in our outdoor sport.
Okay.
How many players do you need, for instance, to be able to play professionally? And leisure
if we are going for a tournament, we go about 23 team.
23.
Yes. Yes.
How many next starting?
9.
9 next starting. Some of the positions some of the positions on the field. We have
a batter. We have a
bat now.
Exactly. And your catcher. Or share the man okoto batter exactly. And your pitcher on the jina.
White winning center.
Auto about my winner bat. And your first base, second base. And the bases no. And say your outfielders is so. Yes. Yes, sir. Okay. Catcher bet the way bet me achi. Catcher no bet me achi. And I say pitcher no kasa to me batting to me chair not me achi. And I call outfield no so the outfielders and so on bet me achi. I told from so bet me I pick a throw back to the pitcher or maybe the catcher itself. That's how it is. Now ball so now how do you call it the batter no to me batting to get a home run like say now a corner to me and then you go around all the bases. To me check before me no be at mama and we do first base no. So sebio then you keep running whilst another batter comes to take you home. Yes.
So basically it's hard and it's here.
Exactly.
But don't get it wrong, in your cricket or something like baseball.
Exactly.
Even though there are some similarities,
exactly.
there are big differences.
Yes, but no different.
Yeah, but no different.
Yes.
But no different. Yes. Even though there are similarities,
exactly.
But it's two different sports. Some and okay. Or the more administrative structure.
Okay.
We are president.
Exactly.
We elected into office and you were appointed.
Elected.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm asking all of this because we want people to understand how these things work.
Exactly.
And you have your executives, right?
Exactly.
For how many years now are into office?
I think we're going to the second year.
Into second year in your first term?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yes.
Where do you personally hope to see baseball in Ghana?
The truth is, I've had conversations with some professional league clubs like LA Dodgers. I've engaged America, exactly, and they've been to Ghana twice. I've invited them on 2 occasions. I'm already in Komo. I just want to see some people playing professionally. I want to see, before I leave office, at least one player out there, just like Uganda.
It's called a Facebook and today, baseball and softball association, engaging, when Kola many jumbo baseball na FFQA. Uniform there can any Ghana national team jersey, so Ghana Rising Stars.
Yes.
And so I don't know.
Field in the Laboni.
Field no any. Chama, which one will be you?
Yes, grass in there.
It's a grass in there. Episcania grass in the.
I'm afraid to call Cote d'Ivoire because Ghana team.
Ghana team call the.
They were mobile.
We're national. It looks like a ball, yeah.
Qualifiers. No?
Qualifiers. So it's really a very good sport, a very easy sport to participate in. Yadi kra. No say we fit ka club to make kra. Some dia obetimi abom. But it's a very, very good sport. But American movies be more say sport we movies more pa. And you need to also understand the sport as well. And then you care about where you hope to see baseball and softball.
And American don't say what they be na in the future. Now who say future be anymore. So that was on a album.
Yeah.
Say okay say be say for footballer. There's hope. So, say Michael, say me boy as a major, say we are see the day you need animal. If we even get 1 or 2, I am telling you the interest is much because people are
Ghanaian playing at the highest level.
Exactly. And they're easy to get into the MLB. It's not easy to get into the Japan leagues, which are the very strong leagues in the world. But there are other leagues that's where we get people coming back. Sebi obi nim say metumi akobobi. Da chibina menye not just to do it for the interest to ride na nipa eni who to me abo because obo na osho there were players who were playing but today like what's the name this young man playing Black Stars defense Edu something Joseph Edu was playing in Tema with the boys but Edu will be no Jani colleagues they are here they are still working as coaches but osho sa na wabomobu sebi nipa many boy nay or this befi. Me kobasela amigo so nanti amigo so best. So those are the things that we are looking at to create that space nipa be to me akobo. That's why we are really engaging the clubs like LA Dodgers and the or nyame adom so much na kwabebra able to me to get some few people out there to go now as we speak Uganda e wo nipa tse miensa or more nipa 4 or America to see more the minor league level or more training with the clubs. And then they have a coach which is being employed fully by the LA Dodgers to be coaching. So that's from Uganda, a black person. He's very young as well. So me call Uganda and I went to the academy in the school. He said, but I check on Uganda because they've also identified that and accepted that Uganda from almost no more training, so Dodgers your master could play Senegal and so I believe maybe now clubs no open academy and one major thing there is a academy be brave. I back with me and say be crap no
Obi Reverend Thomas say were you playing Chaskele or baseball?
I know. If I Chaskele.
How French Chaskele, but for Beckham, strangely, it was baseball. Not Chaskele.
Yes.
Beckham used to have a very strong baseball community. I don't know for other barracks, but for Bumaka, I can say it was really, really.
Wow.
Chaskele and Bubu Ashama. Chaskele. But talking about Chaskele, a sport like a Twaso, I'm sure you have had very good baseball players.
We just need to be innovative now. Yeah, in some way because no penny paso.
Yeah, it was safety.
Yeah, so I think say to me, actually, it's a game. I mean, I'm picking somebody called international. So and any sports can be that can be done as well. You know.
And some previous events of baseball now. Over Facebook page about
yes, judging team. People really came on board, wanted to help. The George Bush, Ghana, Stroud, Monema. So people are really interested. But I said, I said one packaging here, here. Sure. Others will take the shine. The other sports that we are competing, other disciplines that when I compete, everybody is in the world out there competing. You know. But baseball is a big game. It's an American sport. It's a Japanese sport, and we get a lot of support. You support Kesepa, EFI, the Japan community. Yeah, equipment. Say equipment. Down from the Japan community.
Okay. So, but how then do we expand?
And Americano, you need to understand where you are. Nipa only may be ojina. Now only may be opa so kwa. Utimi to anamoni because it may be agency say and. They hear me first of all, so may expand there, and I see me good regional representatives.
Sure.
On to me, Abwa sports because I see Kasam. And currently, what we are doing is something that throughout everybody's in it's our secret that we use. We are getting business people into the sports. So and cover business in Mabana transparent and now has our own credible own credibility be a burden. But these people are bringing on board have embraced it. Eastern region is doing well. They're investing their own time, money, resources, and the same way with Central region. And we are in talks with Tamale to take up the northern part. Ubi Ohio and Kasana with me Ashe. So. Development because team no I be manage the development now so we're in a stage of putting up a team team no do be then we can now Central region they can develop Eastern region they can go ahead there. We are doing all programs there training clinic programs there. Over 160 people PE teachers and other community members came to join the training for the Eastern region. Central region today, they are starting to end on Saturday. The same thing. So, people who can develop, I don't know, we're trainers now. Then you can go out there and get a case to play whilst we work on other future programs as well.
Very well. But it is more programming in terms of competition. What was the immediate competition?
Currently, about the baseball 5. Yeah. We just hosted it in May in Ghana and Cape Coast. We won gold, so we are number 1 when it comes to the youth and the I-18. We call Turkey for the World Cup in October. And that's the current competition. Others we put on hold. There were qualifiers, but we didn't go because financially, to me, and secondly, we are not prepared as a team because. Development wise, no. To me, you may put up a team together, like my coaching service say. But I feel it's beyond just go to play and train and go and play. There's a lot of factors ahead. For us to win this goal, we bought clinical psychologists. We camped them. We had enough time with all these players. Our Cape Coast, they spent about 2 months in camp, and we had all the resource people there to really groom these kids because in Koleko, like I told you earlier. As of course, be ebre, be fibano, and you need to really work on them psychologically to make them prepared and ready. And see, this is the games that currently we have only this baseball 5. I have a call or Turkey. Yes. Okay.
Hopefully, we get more people to also do more for the sport. But in terms of corporate sponsorship, we can talk about Japanese community name Guamo. But are you? Ugo Bobby demo Obio because baseball I'm the bar Obi demo.
Eddie. Few are personal friends who are helping to the company. When you are a product.
Cash in
ready. So that's why we're putting a team together, resources people are able to me we're looking at say put up a trust fund ourselves one day that can take care of the sports. And that's why I'm bringing all this. We have finance. The central regional person is a typical finance person. So we are looking at say to me because why maybe be a discovery body sponsors will fail you. I mean, what develop you do, baby? No, now you want to continue. Then you go to sponsor. They're going through challenges as a company. Yeah. You don't expect them to come on board. Now, by the time to know now, so we are looking at having sustainable programs and plans for the federations. We will have a trust fund that people can. Well, me feel say people don't trust sports industry anymore. That is my personal opinion. Yes, I say mood to go. So why go into these people? People who get connected. I say wouldn't nipa and winner. But say you go and get it based on merit. I don't think
based on potential.
I don't think that's what people are getting. Few might get because companies also look at the opportunities to get there, the publicity, whatever it is. I mean, social corporate responsibility. That is all. But
all partner for
exactly for long. Like you see other countries, you see tennis. I mean, constant funding. I mean, before nobody companies are chasing them because that's what we want to get. We want to get to a point by your board here. People are looking out for you to come on board. But about this, you over development program. We hear about $200,000, $300,000, $500,000, even $1 million. Then you are getting 100,000 cities, 200,000 cities. So you're more sick, all right. Your board didn't say you're more sick, but you won't do anything because you are doing this to compare with people around, even the South region. Senegal, go and see academies. One thing I'm trying to get business people to realize there's this academy in Senegal that is doing football, but it's got a session that the dome that the NBA comes to rent annually to do games. So it's a business venture as well. Exactly. Yeah. So business or fisherman, our fishing vessels, I call it fisherman, but the investment is done. It's millions of dollars. Yeah. So people can, but then how people perceive or see the sports industry. True. If you don't make it attractive, you don't get me coming as a businessman. Because if you call me to come, I'm a business, I'm looking at how to make profit. If not to make profit, how to impact the lives of some kids, like a social corporate responsibility, but, corporate social responsibility. But the truth is, if you don't get the right people coming on board, you can't 1,000 years and we'll come talking about the same thing.
True. But for the LOC government to appoint your subdivision for Ghana, Accra 2023, means that why you Juma power? First of all, how is Accra 2023 going?
I think there are a few challenges, but I always say if something belongs to all of us, people shouldn't sit on the fence and think that it's a responsibility of just a few. It is all of us. So even if the LOC is going through challenges, everybody needs to come on board. So me being a chef de mission, I'm not going to say, okay, my job is just to take off Team Ghana. I have to, any ideas or any suggestions I have, I'll give it to the LOC. The same way I expect the LOC, if they have any suggestions for my office, they can bring it to go. Because the truth is, so that's my hope that we all come on board. But they're not sleeping. I speak to Doc every day. Everybody is on board. And I expect every federation head to cooperate and support them. Because it's not an easy job to organize an event. It needs all hands on deck. Everybody needs to come on board. Sebio, Ankuyo Ghana is going to be like that every year. Every time they speak, they'll talk about it. Oh, Ghana didn't go or they didn't do well. They're not going to talk about that individual way. And I say anyway. So, Cecilia on my last shared on Tuesday, they read out some few things. They met the federation heads, but I was just present to listen to some of them. And I think they've given us assurance and then that everything will go well. It will be completed, the first facilities. And Team Ghana is ready to participate. And the LLC program assures us everything, even though there may be a Kechika. But I feel other countries were suspended and done it another year, just like we did ours, and challenges in the war because we can't write it out of challenges, but enough. But they gave it us assurance somewhere.
We share your commitment, now share challenges now. You better pulling off.
Pulling off. You to make us at this point. I don't even expect her to even say you better me pulling. We have to pull it off.
Okay.
We have to do it. That's what I'm saying. On the part of every federation, I'll be meeting with the federation heads and discussing with them. We need to support. My sports is not in there anyway. I was hoping to do, but the truth now, if you say any federation, it's to your advantage. Sometimes people feel say, "Oh, I'm not going to give my all." One year, sports never break.
Yeah.
In the long run, you might not see that way, but in the long, it's not Ghana that's going to suffer. And I keep saying something in the business world. People go like, "Oh, me person me kwana, me wo I product we me kwana me nya idea na me ntomobi." You see, you don't get the people coming to the market because the market is small. They go to countries that the market is very big.
Yeah.
Sports is big elsewhere, so people will go there. So if sports is struggling in Ghana, don't expect maybe any year with any year. So let's all come on board and help the LOC to make sure they pull this thing off.
Very well. You say preparation is in two folds.
Yes.
The LOC will be in charge of the infrastructure and all that. That's why a lot of pressure no one.
Exactly.
But I'm saying getting close to the day of the competition, you're going to
exactly.
Any team Ghana.
Exactly.
There are more two in place to make sure that teams need to prepare adequately. Because I bet a host them say you're hosting a country be our medals need we are hoping to host it, be a good host, and also compete favorably. Then in terms of
I like the word say be a good host and then compete competitively. Just like we did for our tournament. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You need to be a good host and you need to put measures in place. Every team, some of the things we've discussed with the ministry, we're going to put in places. I have a boy, now, in terms of campaign, psyching these athletes, because mostly, people, I mean, my problem with athletes and the coaches,
Okay.
So, federation heads, I'm going to meet them, but I'm going to meet more often with the technical heads and then the athletes, especially, and then have some few orientation programs with them and then get them. We will do everything possible to make sure we get enough medals.
Okay. Hopefully, so in power time which I say Ghana for a tea party, Vim party munibi. Say it off.
Yes. I think it is a rumor that is going around and a speculation I can say truly if and I mean to be Ghana for Nkoye, but I believe Sebekuye. But we need to chest up the challenges and then make sure we be pulling off. Because as we sit here, we can say, okay, Team Ghana no preparation on my so far. We are here to do all that. So we're in the stage, Team Ghana but like I'm saying, we should make sure the LOC is also doing to me. I hear there somewhere because it's key.